Thank God it's Friday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Obiajulu Olabisi Ubu, and with me are the amazing, beautiful, intelligent ladies. Give it up for yourselves.
Yo, yo, yo. 2 fingers in the air. This is what is happening. Ebona, potu. Let me say it the way BC says it.
Yes, so your view is happening here.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
What's going on?
So, obviously, I am trying to ramp up a lot of developments within my estate before rain, because like every day they're telling me, madam, you need to come and finish this your work before rain will start to. And because rain tends to slow down the processes, things you can do once it's raining, you can't do it. You have to wait. We're also trying to get yam seedlings from Benue State, and it's been really, really tough. So the yam seedlings are not that expensive over there, but transporting it to Lagos makes it really expensive. We need right now, if somebody says I have 10,000 yam seedlings in Lagos, I will buy it. I'm just telling you, we need yam seedlings that bad. We have land, we've done ridges, we're not getting the seedlings at the right pace, and we need to plant this month. We need to plant before rain becomes heavy. You plant, then rain now comes on your yam planting and yes, you know. So I'm a farmer and real estate person. This part is a bit complicated, but the real estate is more straightforward. I understand that one. You just need money, cash flow, money comments. Yeah.
And she's going for a party.
Yes, I have a party today.
Can you imagine how she's looking?
You're looking the part. So
yeah. And I'm going to Limitless Women Conference tomorrow. I'm speaking at Limitless Women Conference tomorrow. So if you want, just go on my Instagram page. You will find Limitless Women Conference tomorrow.
Well done. Ramatu?
Yes. I love the way you call my name.
Because you taught her now. And she gives it to me.
I love the way.
How you doing?
I'm fine. So on Wednesday, we went, we do this local marketing. We took our products to trade fair market. So usually we have regions that we face every Wednesdays. Okay. So we went to trade fair to go and, look for new markets and all, which we're able to get. And, but consistency, we have to be consistent. So we keep going until we're able to supply the whole market. And then the kids are resuming on Sunday. Anytime they are resuming, I always feel this. Because they are going to, yes, I'm going to miss them. And sometimes I start reviewing whether the decision I took about this boarding school, are you sure I will not reverse it? Because I'll go and meet my husband and I'll tell him that, look, I don't think I'm interested anymore. I'm okay, since I agreed that time, I don't think I want to continue again. Please, let's reverse this decision. But they are enjoying it, so they are going back.
Parents. Pick up to your body, let me have space. Amaka, baby.
Hi, so this week has been filled with lunch meetings, like amazing restaurants, foodie. Because anytime I have a meeting at a restaurant and I'm seeing food, my brain works better. So I have two new brands that I'm working with to launch their brands, and it's going to be like premium events, and the branding, everything fantastic. I love to work with new brands.
You do events?
Yes. Yeah, in terms of branding. Yeah, brand. I'm a legal and business consultant, corporate commercial lawyer. Wow. So yes, so I do that, and it's as these two brands is going to shake Niger. Yes, so I'm super excited about the project. And then for Yanga Lagos, we're rolling out new collections, jewelry collections. Like I'm wearing some pieces. Wow. And then so we're doing that. Rolling that out from Monday. So come shop in Yanga Lagos.
Osheo. I can't wait for my kids to go back to school.
Yes. Can you imagine?
Yes,
Can
darling.
you imagine her?
They have eaten me. They have chopped me. Every day they are eating. Anytime I get into the stores, I'm buying sausages. I'm buying this one. I'm buying ice cream. I'm buying just to keep them, And I just discovered that they've been spending too much time on
their gadgets.
Yes.
So I decided to give them a dopamine fast. I see my children looking so bored. Mommy, we're bored. I said, go and read.
Go and read.
Mommy, you are bored. Go and read your book. Mommy, did we do anything? Why are you punished? I said, no, this is called dopamine fast. You people are getting what they call an addictive brain.
Yes.
And I will not stand it. I understand this thing. So you see, till we resume, nobody's touching their gadgets. I'll give you a few hours a day, at least on Saturday and Sunday, because they're leaving Sunday morning back to school. And then the house will be quiet again with my little baby that will now start sleeping in my room. Is well.
You'll be fine.
Parenting.
Boys enjoying you.
Yes, different phases.
Yeah, different phases. Different phases.
I can't wait.
All right.
Can't wait.
We'll do a short break now. When we come back, we take the newspaper reviews. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. We'll be starting the newspaper review with The Punch. We didn't have The Nation today. Major headline: Federal government places Yahaya Bello on watch list. Immigration alerts DSS. Federal government orders border surveillance, asks DSS, NIA, police to prevent ex-governor's escape. EFCC should obey court order restraining ex-governor's arrest. Bello's lawyers insist. Federal government enforces prices in Abuja supermarkets, plans Lagos, Port Harcourt's visits. 7 trillion naira remitted to Federation accounts in 6 months, according to the RAMFAC. Anti-party activities, PDP, next silent on Wike, Saraki leads peace panel. Ogun acquires 25 vans, mans Lagos-Ibadan expressway with drones. Lagos-Calabar highway, federal government panel to pay compensation within 10 days. 16 killed as Borno bus runs over ISWAP explosives. Ondo, Ayedatiwa, other APC aspirants battle for 171,922 votes. What stories do we have in The Punch?
Okay,
Okay, while you're looking for that, let me take this one. Said no fewer than 16 persons were feared dead and 20 others injured when a commercial vehicle plying Baga Kukawa Road in the Kukawa local government area of Borno State drove over an improvised explosives device which was suspected to have been planted by ISWAP terrorists. Credible military intelligence sources told Zagazola Makama, a counterinsurgency expert and security analyst in the Lake Chad region, that the incident occurred on Thursday, April 17. And according to them, it said Zagazola Makama reported to 10 persons feared dead, according to credible sources. They said there were no fewer than 16. Others are saying no fewer than 16. Now, the spokesman for the 7th Division, Lieutenant Colonel Ajemusu Jingiga, said, I will not comment on the incident as the location falls under the jurisdiction of the Multinational Joint Task Force, which is headquartered in N'Djamena, Chad Republic. However, a resident of Baga, Baka Wakil, was one who told Punch over the phone that we heard the IED was planted with the intent of killing troops, but unfortunately commercial vehicle drove over it before any military could get to it, and about 16 persons were killed and some others injured. Said about 20 mainly passengers were injured. This is just a painful story, and I hope investigations will reveal exactly what happened and the perpetrators will be brought to justice. What other stories do we have in The Punch?
Okay, so I have the story of Yahaya Bello, of course. It's part of our, it's going to be a hot topic later on. But, okay, on a day, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission declared the immediate past Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello wanted. Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, urged him to turn himself in. Yahaya Bello was declared wanted for offenses relating to economic and financial crime of 80.2 billion naira. He was supposed to be in court on Thursday, but so the EFCC went to his house to make an arrest, to arrest him on Wednesday. And when they got there, they couldn't. They waited for 7 hours trying to arrest him, but they couldn't. They now saw his successor, that's the governor of Kogi State, come in and then whisked him away and took him away. That's what the EFCC people were able to deduce from what happened and all. And so they now said that he whisked him away and they were not able to arrest him and all. So he has gone away. They don't know where he is. He's declared wanted. So we'll talk more about it on the hot topic.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission on Thursday carried out an enforcement raid at supermarkets in the Federal Capital Territory of Abuja to ensure adherence to price display and quality regulations. The Executive Secretary of the Commission, Dr. Adamu, said the exercise targeted at reducing the high cost of food commodities nationwide will be extended to Lagos, Port Harcourt, Ibadan, Kano, Kaduna, and other cities in the coming weeks, which is good because for the past few weeks, when you go to supermarkets now, it's just crazy. I don't understand. They now took away the price like ban on everything. So you now have to, when you pick up the item, you go tag. Imagine you go and scan. You go scan. Just imagine scanning up to 50 items. Worrisome because they purposely don't want to
fix the prices.
Yes, because they're not sure.
Which not sure.
Yes,
sure.
They know what they are doing. Yes, they were sure. So yeah,
scared of being needed.
Yes, so the FCCPC boss further disclosed plans to raid some open major markets on Friday, that's today, in the FCT to checkmate the arbitrary increase in price of consumables by traders. During the exercise that lasted several hours, the FCCPC sealed 4 used supermarkets, and I know that supermarket on Ade Tokumbo Ademola, and they evacuated 33 bags of suspected fake rice, fake Stallone and Caprice rice filled with weevils from one of the branches of the same supermarket. Wow. So there's fake rice.
Weevil.
Yeah. So he said the food inflation has been a recurring issue, influencing the steady increase of Nigeria's headline inflation of 33.2% and an unprecedented food inflation rate of 40% in March 2024. So the presidency has vowed that they have vowed to continue its campaign against racketeering, urging Nigerians to expect a stronger naira, a significant drop in the price of essential commodities, which has been elusive to them.
So I'm taking the story of the fact that the Federation account rakes in over 7 trillion naira between July and December 2023. The Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, RAMFAC, that's how we call it anyway, disclosed that 7 million came in, but only 7 trillion came in, only 5.2 trillion was realized. They are advocating that the cost of collection, so there's a cost of collection associated with bringing these funds in, that the cost of collection by the revenue generating agencies that we have should be reviewed and tied to performance. So it is based on how much money you bring in. You cannot have statutory collection, how much you charge as a statutory fee, regardless of what you bring in. So once it is performance-based, it would encourage and increase revenue generation by agencies who are meant to be revenue generation agencies. So some of that money was taken into the excess non-oil accounts. Some of it was saved for the future, and a little part of it was distributed among the 3 tiers of government. Long and short of it is there is improvement in what we're generating, but what we are spending as the cost of generating the funds
is a lot
too high.
Yeah.
We need to change that model, and anything that is going to help us manage, because right now what we're trying to do is, while we are trying to think of production, which is a long-term project, let us effectively manage what
the resources that
we have at the moment.
I agree with that. Okay, let's move on now to the Daily Sun. Major headline: Defense Headquarters exposes terrorists, sponsors deadly plot. Says they are planning to blackmail military, reveals troops kill 192 terrorists, arrest 341, rescue 62 hostages in 2 weeks. Kanu, World Igbo Congress advocates political solution. DMO puts Nigeria's debt at 97 trillion. No respite for seconders, Omehia and Ogbara. Alleged 4 billion fraud. You have case to answer, court tells Obiano, ex-Anambra governor. Domestic flight prices plunged to 68,000 naira amid Q1 passenger slump. Jonathan dignitaries praise late ex-lawmaker Cairo Ojuobo. Court halts Ganduje's suspension, orders return to status quo. Federal government backs EFCC on action against Bello. Abiodun donates patrol vehicles to police. Ogun most peaceful state, according to the IGP. What stories do we have in the Daily Sun? Okay, I can take the Ogun. The governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, on Thursday unveiled surveillance drones acquired by the state to be deployed on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. He said the drones to be operated by trained personnel of the Nigerian Police Force, Department of Status Service, and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps would help to tackle criminal activities on the highway. The governor also handed over 25 patrol vans he acquired and donated to the police in the state. He handed over the vehicles at the ceremony witnessed by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Igbetokun, at the Arcade Ground Governor's Office. And he called on the force to also include technology in the crime fighting strategies that they have. He said acquiring the drones was one of the proactive steps his administration had taken in collaboration with Lagos and Oyo states to effectively monitor activities on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to ensure prompt response in emergency situations. I think this is a good one for
it's a good one. We always applaud all states that decide to step up and contribute to the security, but we also need to work on our maintenance culture. All these vehicles that are being brought in now, 5 years down the line, where would they be?
5 years? 5 years
once we maintain them.
Once we maintain, the maintenance part is very important.
Okay, we'll be taking a breather now. When we come back, the newspaper reviews continue. Stay with us.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
So, have you ever wondered what happens behind the curtains of a man's mind? Or perhaps you're one of those who wonder what men talk about when they gather. Well, here goes. Imagine what it takes to put together the perfect cocktail. Or maybe mocktail. We need a bit of sports, a sprinkling of current affairs, some very deep topical issues, and last but not the least, a healthy dose of grumbling of those we love to hate. And yes, you guessed it, women. So, if you catch the drift, then you're onto something. We will provide you with the right insights into most of your curiosities, right here within this beautiful cocktail we call the Black Table.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the grand comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Gbenga Adeyinka the First. OJ right here, 7 of 7, like you already know.
Gbenga right here, 7 of 7, like I'm beginning to know.
It's now time for the questions.
You don't scare me one bit. Bata, I go drink. So.
Okay. So now one chance for enter. My first question. Do you remember the names of the winners of that edition of StarQuest?
Of course I do.
Why do you?
Welcome back. We're still reviewing the papers. Semeka, Amaka, you ready with the story?
The World Igbo Congress has called on President Bola Tinubu to embrace a political solution and release the leader of the IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. As a gesture of goodwill and step towards national healing, In a statement titled "The Case for Nnamdi Kanu's Freedom," World Igbo Congress calls for political resolution based on justice, national healing, and unity. The group urged the federal government to seek a political solution that fosters dialogue over division, justice over injustice, healing over hostility, and ultimately peace over persecution. Signed by the presidents, Sir Festus Okere and Sir Chris Ogara, the group said the trial of Nnamdi Kanu has raised profound concerns regarding the adherence of the principles of fair trial, the equality of arms, and the right of a defendant to prepare an adequate defense. They also said that the group also urged the Nigerian government to respect a federal high court judgment mandating Kanu's release, highlighting the constitutional requirement to enforce such decisions nationwide. And they also went to state that in the past, 313 detained Boko Haram terrorists that were released, and that they were not put or held for so long, that they were granted bail. Also, Hamis Subala, aka Wadumi, people that killed hundreds of innocent people. Yes, they were still released, and the federal government found a way to, negotiate with these people. That Nnamdi Kanu did not kill anybody, he did not kidnap anybody, he did not ransom anybody. He was not violent in any way. So they are wondering why the federal government does not want to, find a balance in how to resolve this issue, and are pleased that in following the adherence of the law, that they should follow the High Court ruling that Nnamdi Kanu should be released on bail. So I hope something is done about this. We talked about it yesterday too.
So I want to take the story from the Defense Headquarters yesterday. The Director for Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, released the fact that they've uncovered some plans. These plans are by the terrorists to blackmail the military, that they want to make it look like the military is attacking, the attacks on them, which the military claims has been successful in decimating their powers, these terrorist groups, has led to killings of civilians, that the media and the people should be aware that they are going to be releasing those informations into the media space, that innocent citizens are being lost to the attacks being carried out. In the past few weeks, they've killed about 192 bandits, arrested 341. They've rescued 62 hostages. They said they were able to destroy 99 dugout pits. They were able to recover 36 storage tanks, 192 cooking ovens, 349 liters of stolen crude oil, 112 liters of illegally refined AGO, 13,000 liters of PMS. They've arrested 37 oil thieves within Niger Delta region of the country. That's in that area. They also said that they've been able to successfully kill 192 terrorists and arrested 341 others. 62 of the kidnapped hostages were released, and 122 ISWAP/JAS combatant terrorists surrendered with their family members at various theater operations. And this is to say, we are doing our best as military. They say the military is working to kill terrorism, dismantle their network, and create conditions whereby they cannot carry out their acts of terror and harm citizens again. And for this reason, the armed forces will continue to hunt down their leadership, and whenever they come with their blackmail to say that the attacks on them, the drone attacks on them, is now hurting citizens, civilians, we should be aware that that is their own way of blackmailing the military. So
yeah, but when they say with the numbers that you're calling, these terrorists are they like ants? It's like they keep coming out. They keep coming. They're a lot. They're really a lot.
Have no idea.
We need as we are killing, we need to be ensuring that we are reducing the ability to recruit.
Exactly.
And come back. Do we have another story?
Yeah, so I have the story of Ganduje, Gandola. The All Progressive Congress on Thursday named 9 persons who allegedly masterminded the suspension of its national chairman, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje. These 9 guys claim to be party executives for the APC from Ganduje ward in Dawakin Tofa local government. They firstly issued a statement suspending the national chairman, Dr. Umar Abdullahi Ganduje. So, and these 9 persons, they named them. The 9 suspects he listed in the petition are Awalu Jemomi, Mahadeweti, Damala Gale, Samaila Haladu, Laminu Sani, Barguma Musa, Musa Lado, Lado Meshayi, Ahmadu Meshayi, and Umar Amarwa.
See the way you call the
You call it as in, like I said, the thing is that I saw rolling.
Yeah, so they were they've arraigned them. They are in court now, and they said the Abdullahi Umar Ganduje should continue as the national chairman for APC. So therefore, he's going to participate in the Ondo primary elections coming up on Saturday. They did that so that he won't be able to
participate in
that Ondo this election coming up.
All right, now let's move on to the Vanguard. Major headline: Tinubu government hasn't borrowed from CBN, says Edun. Agitation for Yoruba Nation laughable. Defense headquarters. Over 1,000 students, educators abducted, killed in Nigeria, according to the UNICEF. Wike triumphs as PDP NEC endorses Damagum-led NWC. Federal government places ex-Kogi Governor Yahaya Bello on watch list. UTME jammed to arrest parents seen at CBT centers. Wow. APC court halts Ganduje's suspension. Federal government will pay 3.2 trillion as subsidy if tariff hike is reversed. Poor production. All minister CDS vow to curb oil theft in Niger Delta. Crystal Palace set eyes on Lukman to beef up squad. What stories do we have in the Vanguard?
Okay,
Anybody
so
ready?
yes, so JAM, the students have started writing JAM, and they have something to say about that. They said they don't want any parents or guardian to be seen at any computer-based test centers during the JAM examination, which is starting on Friday. Any parent or guardian that is seen there will be arrested. And I'm wondering why. But Professor Isaac Oloyede, who is the registrar of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, stated that most times parents come there to disrupt the activities of the examination. Sometimes people come and disguise as parents, to sell,
to give them examination,
to give them exam quiz answers, and then to start enforcing the exam malpractice. So they don't want anybody. Well, if you register for the exam as a student, you come, you sit down. Don't come with anybody. Nobody should escort you. No parents, no guardian. Just come. Or if they come, if they drop you, you enter. They go. Yes. When it's time, they come and pick you. They don't want people loitering around. They don't want anything that's going to cause exam malpractice, or you're talking to somebody and everything. Yeah. So they said even that because even parents are trying to do that.
Our children of nowadays that we cannot even live for how many minutes?
Yes, you learn to leave them now.
I'm happy with JAM. JAM has really tried
and improved.
Yes, they really. You can't even. Exam malpractice is not possible.
Yes.
Because your paper is type A, another person's own is type B.
Yes.
So if the person should be telling you A, B,
it's something else. And then they're saying that they want, like, for you to write JAM now, you must attain the age of 17.
Wow.
Yes. So that's a good one.
Like that.
Any other stories in the Vanguard?
Yes, definitely. Sad story though. The UNICEF, the United Nations Children Fund, yesterday came up with a report that was carried out by the Global Coalition to Protect Education from Attack, GCPEE. It said that about 1,000 children, 1,000 students or educators have been abducted, killed or armed in Nigeria, mainly within the northeast area, that the northeast records the highest number of students and teachers being armed. They mentioned that even though the president had signed the Safe School Declaration in 2015 by the former president Muhammad Buhari, that that is directed to save the schools, but we're not seeing the implementation. The minimum standard Safe Schools project hasn't been fully implemented. That based on the commitment that UNICEF has, UNICEF is co-leading both the inter-ministerial committees on Safe School and is saddled with the task of rolling out the implementation of Safe School around Nigeria. UNICEF also is committed that they will support the government of Nigeria in the first phase. There will be about 14 states that will fully domesticate the Safe School initiative. And the Permanent Secretary for Benue State's Ministry of Education and Knowledge Management has commended UNICEF for the interventions and the collaborations with the states, and they're looking forward to seeing the implementation. I'm excited about the fact that we're talking about this, but beyond talking about it, we should never have to hear that students go to school and then going to school, parents are more worried about sending their children to school than keeping them in the house. It's really wrong, and teachers also should be encouraged, because same way they kidnap students, they kidnap teachers as well. So
when you see something, say something. That's just it. Even when kids.
All right, thank you so much, ladies. That's all we can take on the newspaper reviews. When we come back, we go on to our hot topic. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome pioneer Positive Force member, dancing queen of the 80s, non-conformist, Afrobeat historian in her right, and long-standing member of the multiple award-winning all-female show Your View, Omoyeni Yeni Anikulapo Kuti, aka YK Power! Ginger!
Take it.
Today we'll go here.
Hey, I didn't read you.
Are you sure?
Ha. I'm not here to answer questions, I'm here to drink.
We're in trouble today.
Wait till your age.
I was close now.
I
said 1975.
He said 73. He said 75. Fellas wasn't even born till 75.
Damn. So will I drink half?
You go drink. Take. Make I help you. Russian.
No be half.
Which half? You will make me drink. I'll give you a hint.
Lights in no. Nepa Road. Nepa Road in Abeokuta.
First of all, my brain cannot memorize everything.
A big black bug.
A big black dog.
Bug. A big black bug.
Oh, sorry. A big.
It don't start.
Ọmọ fela. Ọmọ Anikulapo Kuti. Wọ́n rò pé kí ni kékeré yìí.
It's by Audison. It's not by Audison. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the one who can make time stand still forever, Mr. Kelechi Amadi. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, my brother.
You love that intro, Abi?
Yeah. It was great.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
We try like that.
Thank you.
Now my question, which I feel is a cheap question.
Oh, go ahead.
What does ISO stand for?
That is it. I think I will drink.
No, you're joking.
I'm not joking.
Kelechi Amadi. No. She, you didn't whine me. You're whining me now.
I think I will drink.
Huh?
No problem.
Okay.
I've always known it as ISO. I never bothered to know what it means. I know what it means, but I never bothered to know what the acronym is. Tell me the brand of camera that I use, so much so that I even became an ambassador. That's very easy. It's out there.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
I just said, let me give you this one as a token of my appreciation.
Sony.
Drink!
I'm not done. You did not say final answer.
It's final answer.
You did not ask me if that was my final answer.
You don't have any choice again. It's only
Nikon.
how many cameras do they have? My
Nikon.
friend to drink. I gave you a very easy something.
Nikon now.
So, have you ever wondered what happens behind the curtains of a man's mind? Or perhaps you're one of those who wonder what men talk about when they gather. Well, here goes. Imagine what it takes to put together the perfect cocktail. or maybe mocktail. We need a bit of sports, a sprinkling of current affairs, some very deep topical issues, and last but not the least, a healthy dose of grumbling of those we love to hate. And yes, you guessed it, women. So, if you catch the drift, then you're onto something. We will provide you with the right insights into most of your curiosities, right here within this beautiful cocktail we call the Black Table.
Thanks for staying with us. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has declared former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello wanted on alleged money laundering charges to the tune of 80.2 billion. The anti-graft agency is appealing to the society for any information about his whereabouts to report to the nearest police station or the commission. What are your thoughts on this? You can join the conversation and call us on 081-076-41679 and 0902-416-3440. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect using the YourView hashtag on TVC. So we saw the Genge movie that happened. EFCC came to catch Yahaya Bello. And they battled for over 7 hours. Abracadabra was happening for over 7 hours.
Car.
And then
And
the incumbent governor came and whisked him away. Gang, 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 gang. And then everybody's looking for him. What are your thoughts on this?
Where is he running to?
Say, why are you running?
He's not even he's not yet proven guilty.
As a former
he's still innocent. So they just want him to come so that they can question him. That's all. You know, we're in school together. He's an alumni of ABU. Yeah, he's 48 years old or 49 thereabouts. He studied accounting. We're in the same campus with him. Where he was at, I entered 98. He graduated in 1999. You know. So when he was elected as Kogi State Governor, we're so happy because he was very, very smart guy in school. GP, very good CGP and all. And when he was elected governor, we're so happy. We're like, Kogi State is going to be the new London and all. And then he got to the government, and then we didn't just understand what was going on. He has a panel. He has this panel that people, he set it up so that people can call him to order if in case. They've been calling him to order, telling him, do something for this state, do something. He did some things, but not as much as we expected as by a young governor and all. So he's been there and all for 8 years. Not much has happened to the state, honestly speaking. So the Kogi State indigenes, they are disappointed, they are angry, they are not happy with him. And then his successor now came. This was the one they are now saying that he's the one that even put him there. No. But we can't say that we will let hair. Yeah. So he came and then, now EFCC has come and said, come and give account of the 3 counts on him. Come and give this thing of, the 80.2 billion. It even has Kobo. Yeah. So he stole Kobo too. So come, give account.
Don't judge him yet, you don't know.
Yes, I don't know, sorry.
Alleged
Kobo. So come and say you didn't take this money and exonerate yourself instead of running up and down. Where are you running to? You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself and you are embarrassing the state.
What are your thoughts, Amaka?
Okay, so I totally agree with you that nothing has happened in Kogi State, especially for a young governor, right? They keep saying that they should let the younger people
have an opportunity.
And then to lead. And then he did that. So that means if he's 48, 49, that means he got into power and he was there for 8 years. That means he got into power.
Early 40s, yeah.
Early 40s. So you would expect better from someone like him. Because I actually went to Kogi State 2 years ago for Natasha Aboti's wedding, right? And I was really disappointed in the city. I'm wondering, like, as is this Nigeria? The people are hungry. Like, as they don't even have Mr. Biggs. They don't even have a good
eatery.
Oh my goodness!
It's a state.
We're looking for where to eat.
Government.
Yeah, we're looking for where to eat. Nothing. And I'm wondering, like, the state like this is in this
Nigeria.
The people are hungry, impoverished.
Wow.
Do you understand? So I couldn't believe that a young governor actually did it. So yes, he should come and answer for that money, because I can't even believe that state even had that kind of money. And then nothing happened. But then during the elections, he could use money to scatter roads and break the roads the small roads that they even had. To even scatter please, you should come and answer. Why are you embarrassing yourself? Why are you running?
Stop running.
They said alleged. Come and answer. Oga. I'm sure that when you were in office, that's why you were holding people to
come and answer.
To come and answer. Yeah. Come and answer.
I don't think you will run if you have nothing to hide. You would only run when you have something to hide, and it is an embarrassment. You know, this is an embarrassment to the state. It's an embarrassment to his person and everybody he represents. There are other governors that have been called, and they just approach, explain yourself, leave. The fact that you are running already makes you extremely. The suspicion is now being confirmed that there must be some truth to what you are, why you are hiding. Then please help me ask: how can a sitting governor be conniving to withhold someone from the law? So even if he is your godfather, or let's say he's your mentor, or he was your predecessor,
he put you there.
He put you there. He gave you the opportunity. He took you from anywhere to put you on a pedestal. If the person, you cannot, your actions, because you have immunity, does not mean that the cane is still waiting for you. Because the case that what you have done, you're accessory to the fact. They will come back and meet you after the 4 years or 8 years if you stay there for 8 years. Then the people of Kogi State, which water did they give you to drink? Because I don't understand. An entire state that has lecturers, professors, brilliant people inside that say, the water, is it the same? You people drank a water that is shutting your mouth.
Your brains.
To be able to address the issue. There is talking and they're talking like my in-laws. In-laws of the Edo people. They will have shut down the road because it is important. We can't continue to say it is until the government, until people, they voted even at the point of immediately after the election, when your governor came in and your governor said that I am not the governor, that anything that the former governor says is the one that is still go. At that point in time, you know you are in crisis.
Yes. Yeah.
Then the entire state assembly did not do anything. Then the people of the state now sat down. Even you don't need. It's about taking responsibility. Somebody needs to take responsibility for the growth of Kogi State. If the leadership are not doing what they are meant to do, then the people will say, we want a better structure in our state. That is, as in, like, this is different from Yahaya Bello. Yahaya Bello's conversation is about him facing the law. It's about him not running, not playing this funny chess game that he now put a picture of him wanted. There are plenty of controversies around him. Plenty.
Let's take this call. We have Ibrahim from Kaduna on the line. Good morning, Ibrahim.
Not Ibrahim.
Abdurrahim. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Good morning.
Good morning. So I want to speak on the issue of former governor of Kogi State. Hello?
We can hear you. You're live. Go ahead.
Yes. Based on the issue on ground, as far as I'm concerned, I will like the governor to just come out, be his excellence that he used to be, and be honorable enough to present himself at the EFCC. Why is he running to? If they invite you to EFCC, it's not the end of the road. That is not the end of the case. Present yourself, and you start running like a criminal already. Running away from the EFCC, from being presented at the EFCC, is as if it's assumed to be even guilty of the alleged allegations. So let him come out. And the incumbent governor too, to stay away from the incident. so that he can stay clear of whatever they want to investigate him about. So that is just my own submission on this issue. Let him come out instead of embarrassing himself or hiding and disgracing himself.
Thank you very much, Abdurrahim. I like what he said. If you're not guilty, you won't have any cause to be running. And this brings my mind back to the issue of loyalty in politics. You know, sometimes when some of these governors are about to leave and we see that they want to handpick the next person.
Yeah.
Now, I'm saying the reason that they want to do that. So that if anything happens, the next person who becomes the incumbent will be there to sort of protect them. But I'm asking, is there anything in the Constitution, I don't know if we're going to get, maybe like on Monday, we'll get someone to help us dissect this matter, that would prevent the incumbent from playing this role that he just played, because it's just so messy. And right now, he has immunity. I don't think he can be questioned. But what do you think about this particular role that he played, before we even move into Yahaya Bello?
It's a personal choice and decision that he has made, right? And because he knows that he can't be persecuted for it because he has immunity. But like she said...
Let me pause you so I can hear everything you have to say. We have Francis from Abuja. Good morning, Francis.
This is quite interesting. It is so disgusting seeing someone like Yahaya Bello running away from EFCC. It's something that I can't imagine. Honestly, like Tope said earlier, and the first lady that spoke about Kogi State. Kogi State borders with the southwest, the north, and the southeast. It's a very large state. If you go through Kogi State, you will discover nothing reasonable has ever changed since Yahaya Bello came. Insecurity in Kogi State is worse than that of Kaduna and Benue. Kidnapping in Okene area. I witnessed that when Yahaya Bello first came in 2015. I almost lost my life in that same Kogi State. In short, our driver was shot in the eyes. I was coming to Lagos. It was a terrible situation. Insecurity in Kogi State is worse than that of Kaduna and Benue State. I'm telling you this. Nobody reports it. I don't understand. Maybe media is not even, our media is not even channeling their satellites in that area. Secondly, I want to say something. What BC just said earlier, that a governor handpicking the next governor that will succeed him is potent danger to Nigeria democracy. You can see what is happening in Rivers State and Kogi State presently. Why will a sitting governor who has immunity be protecting someone who has been accused by security agency? They are even looking for him. The governor went there to whisk him away. This is proposal and against the ethics of the reason why immunity was given to the governor. Kogi borders Abuja. If you are coming from Lokoja to Abuja, the road is an eyesore. The only road that I know so far passing through Abuja, passing through Kogi State, is Obajana Kaba Road and Obajana Lokoja Road. That road that was done with this cement, that is the only reasonable road in Kogi State. If you go through, you will discover that Yahaya Bello done nothing throughout his 8 years. He was just imagine what happened in 2019 when that lady was burnt in her house. That one of PDP lady who was burned in her house, and till today, nothing happened. Yahaya Bello did that and just got free. That was why Tim Amelai was very...
Thank you.
Yes, because let me debate a bit about what he just said about the lady and about what you said that did they all drink one kind of water? Why they are not speaking up? So you have people like Honorable Natasha speaking up and fighting, and we can all see what happened to her during the last election. You know,
it was bad.
It was bad, and they nearly took her life for speaking out, right? But then she's just one person in the whole of Kogi State. More people need to stand up, and they need to speak up and stand up to bad governance. Because, like you said, I was answering you, right? That what will happen to the current governor that did that? Okay, so he made a personal decision and a choice to do that. But then, if Yahaya Bello is ever persecuted, right, for this for the crime. After 8 years now, he's not. I don't think he's going. After 8 years, he's not going to be governor for life now.
They'll still come.
That is an accessory to that crime. So he still has to come and answer.
See what is happening with
for obstruction of justice.
See, because there's another governor, because he did not unpick the person that is in the government now.
Yeah.
What happened how many years back? They are trying, they are now bringing it up and investigating it. It means that you can, no matter how far you run,
yes,
they say a lie can run for 20 years. It's just one day that the truth will catch up with it.
So the present governor was his auditor when Yahaya Bello was the governor. It was Yahaya Bello's auditor. Yahaya Bello has killed the dreams of a lot of young politicians. Because now any young politician that comes out, everybody says, we don't want any young person. Look at example, Yahaya Bello, he's not doing anything in the state. We don't want any young person at all. Running, and they say he's a lion. They describe him as a lion. Now they're a lion now.
Daboski has decided to take off into the forest.
Exactly. They say now he's not more a lion, he's now a cat.
He's a
cat.
Cat of
Exactly. He should come out.
All right, at this point, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we probably find solutions and wrap up on the conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome pioneer Positive Force member, dancing queen of the 80s, non-conformist, Afrobeat historian in her right, and long-standing member of the multiple award-winning all-female show YourView, Omoyeni Yeni Anikulapo Kuti, aka YK Power! Ginger, today we'll go here.
Hey, I don't read you.
Are you sure?
I know I'm not here to answer questions, I'm here to drink.
We're in trouble today.
Wait till your age.
I was close now.
I
said 1975.
He said 73. He said 75. Fellas wasn't even born till 75.
So will I drink half?
You go drink. Take. Make I help you. Russian.
No be half.
Which half? You will make me drink. I'll give you a hint.
Lights in no. Nepa Road. Nepa Road in Abeokuta.
First of all, my brain cannot memorize everything.
A big black bug.
A big black dog.
Bug. A big black bug.
Oh, sorry. A big.
It don't start.
Hey, ọmọ fẹlá, ọmọ Aníkúlápó Kútì. Wọ́n rò pé kí ni kẹ́kẹ́.
Thanks for staying with us. We'll be wrapping up on the Yahaya Bello issue right now, and it just seems like the incumbent governor and even the people, because we heard that the operatives, the police people who were protecting him also defended him from being picked up by the EFCC. So it seems to me like Nigerians just find a way of protecting fugitives and protecting people who are badly behaved. Yes, the same. See how Wadume came back after being in prison, and he was celebrated.
Even before he left,
they keep protecting. So on one hand, we want a Nigeria that works, where people are held accountable for their crimes. On the other hand, we are still the same people that go and protect them once they have any affiliation to us. How do we end this in such a way that we are neutral? When you have committed a crime, you allow the law to take its course so that we can move forward as a nation. Or else we'll just be going round and round in circles.
Okay, so for me,
I think
what I would say
time now for us to be able to now start holding our governors accountable.
Okay.
All that every time, federal government, the president, it's time to start holding our governors accountable. Hold your governor accountable, hold your local government chairman accountable if you want your state to progress or move forward. So I like what's happening. I like the fact that Yahaya Bello, this will be like an example to all the other governors as well.
That's if we finally catch him. But we have this call, Tony from Ibejuleke. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, ladies. Today I know that you ladies are very strong and very, very convincing. Now, look at the opinion you are setting in. It is very, very, very correct and in the right direction. But I don't think the other of your colleagues, they say all these things. They don't want Gabide to be captured to go and answer to his crimes. They don't want Bello to answer. I'm talking of the journalist hangout. Why do they differ from the realities of the country?
I'm trying to understand. Are you making a comment on this?
He's referring to our show today.
Okay.
And probably connecting it with something they said on Journalist Hangout yesterday.
Okay. I didn't
but sadly, we did not watch, so we don't know.
Oh, thank you.
When you contribute, just deal with the one that we are talking about right now. I'm of the opinion that the way democracy is structured as the government of the people, by the people.
And for the people.
Obviously, the people of Kogi State are pleased and they have chosen the government that is serving them. It has served them since the state was created. It has served them to where they are now with the potential that Kogi State has, which is largely untapped. And they keep choosing leaders by themselves that do not have the time or the intention to put the growth they need within that state. It is the people that have decided, and the people would, when they wake up, it is their money. They will choose how they want to go. Also, I want to talk about the weaponized poverty. When poverty is weaponized the way it is weaponized in Nigeria, it is when you have eaten and you're comfortable, you are not hungry. You will start looking at what the government is doing wrong. You will start saying that road, they did not do it well. You will start saying my neighbor stole street lights. When you are hungry, your focus is on things. You can't see anything because poverty has been so entrenched in majority of our non-developed states. Everybody they're just thinking, oh, let me farm, let me eat. I don't have time for governor. Wait till consign hospital. Let me just eat. So the poverty challenge, the democratic system that we have, that is just focused on, oh, this is what they chose by themselves. Why can't the federal government say, what is going on here? Because we had a president that was seemingly overbearing, like the former president, Obasanjo, who was going into states to say,
so what's happening? What's going on?
What's going on in the states? For us, our democracy is not that strong enough that we can entrust, Mariah says it all the time, that you can entrust people to just choose who they want to choose. There must be a level of influence, because if people are not educated, they will make a choice, they will make from the choice given to them. But if you empower them, and as it is right now, it doesn't serve Kogi State for the people to be empowered. Because if they are, the more empowered they are, Natasha is making noise because Natasha went to school. Natasha is not hungry. If Natasha is hungry, she will not be making noise and shouting for and defending her people. So we need to get more people out of that poverty bracket, so that people are no longer so hungry that give me the rice, I will vote for you.
And I'll sell my future.
And I will sell my future.
Let's take this call. Olaide from Ibadan. Good morning, Olaide. Sorry, we lost that.
Like she said, like she mentioned, right? Why should a sitting governor be harboring a fugitive? That should be that should be worrisome to everybody, especially the people of Kogi State. And then tomorrow again, when election comes, you go and vote in that type of governor that is harboring a fugitive. Now, Nasabio, and you said bad governance, nothing is happening. Now you have that choice. you should know better. And then secondly, where you asked the question, you said that why did these things happen? It's happening because people, ojukokoro, longer truth. If your brother, sister, cousin is the governor, and then you don't follow, they chop the money, when they look for the person now, you will not want to point out that this person is inside here, or that person should go and answer for it, because you follow chop the money. Do you understand? They spread the thing. So that's the people. That's why they can have talks. They can have people harboring him, because you can't tell me that at least 50 or 100 people don't know this guy's whereabouts.
Yeah,
but then
nobody has seen him.
And they are not speaking up. Why are they not speaking up? Do you
Let's
understand?
take this call. Muritala from Ikorodu. Good morning, Muritala.
Morning. Please, my own contribution to this stuff is that it's completely unfortunate that, we've been talking about youth representation. This is what we're going to get from this so-called youth. So I like what one of your in the studio was talking about. See, this guy has destroyed it. It's unfortunate. Youth, you come in, 20-something years, 30 years, 40 years. So this is what we're getting. He has destroyed that mindset of you should be in governance. And in fact, I want to give this very big thank you to Mr. President. I'm talking about Bola Ahmed, but I'm one of his supporters. But I never thought, and I never believed that a man who was part of that government, who actually brought this government into play, can be tried like this. No, I mean, it's also for Mr. President, actually Bola Ahmed. We need more of this. Thank you.
So we know now that the youths have a responsibility to ensure that when they get hold of power, they are not doing the same things that they have condemned our elders for doing. They are setting a precedent. They are doing things differently. They are changing the world. We actually have more youths in the country, and we have been appealing and saying we need more representation of the youth so that things can be better. We cannot be seen to be doing the same things that we are condemning. That's one. Also, we need to find a way to strengthen our democracy. Maybe our constitution needs to be reviewed in such a way that people cannot just do things and get away with it. My question would be, he has been missing now, or he has escaped or whatever, and people are looking for him. I don't want to know. I don't want to believe that people have not seen him, where he's lodged, whether he has traveled or escaped from the country. I don't want to believe that he passed unnoticed or did dress like a woman and then escaped. But we need to do better as a nation, and I believe that we're going to keep following on the story. Hopefully next week something else will break about it. We'll have more details and then we talk about it. But let's take a short break now. When we come back, we move on to yet another topic. Stay with us.
Stay tuned.
Man, we have Made Kuti in the view. It's still 7 of 7, and we've been doing a whole lot of protesting. The only thing that remains is just to carry placard.
It's about 5 of 7, to be honest, because ask your question. I have so much to speak about once we finish.
We will not give you the time because it's 7 of 7.
I will make the time now. He said he will not ask questions about science.
No.
Neuroplasticity.
And based on
he asked a question that was subjective about high life, and he didn't finalize his answer about a Kuti question where there are only 3 of us.
Editor, scratch this part out.
That could have possibly composed the music.
Editor, scratch this part out.
Stupidity is an act of ignorance.
Hey God, Made.
Was composed by which Kuti?
Femi Kuti.
Is that your final answer?
God, I'm Shion Kuti. No, wait, Femi Kuti.
You said
Femi Kuti. Wait.
You can't be allowed.
No, you've not asked me anything.
Everyone.
You've not asked me anything. So my final answer.
No. All I have to say is this show is really about drinking.
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
The questions don't matter.
That's the whole
Justice
idea.
is out the window.
We throw caution to
we
the
have
wind
no
right
morals here.
On the 7 of 7. This is 7 of 7. My name is OJ, and signing a sobriety into my hands tonight on this social experiment called the 7 of 7 is Owen
G.
What is the name, or what was the name? You see, I want to make them better now.
Rock Heart.
No, of the goats when they brought it on stage.
The name of that goat.
Yeah.
We should go there.
No, that one easy now.
I'm just drinking this so that I can ask him my own questions. It's not because of Buga. He didn't get it. You know. Okay. Mention 10 female stand-up comedians in Nigeria. See, just mention their stage name. If you annoy me, you will mention their real names and the year they started. And if you annoy me further, you mention the names of their husbands and the names of their children. Try me now. Okay, mention their name.
No, let's just.
No, wait. No, don't. No. Name, real name, stage name, husband name, children name. 10 of them.
Even the 10. That's a lot.
Eh?
That's a lot.
Did I cut your question for you?
Yes.
When you were happy now. With your hunchback.
That was it.
Thanks for staying with us. So we saw a story on social media that caught our attention. It was actually Anima, one of us, who posted it on her page. And there was a video that just showed a young man who was doing his, about to celebrate his birthday and cut his cake. And then he was having an altercation with the girlfriend, supposed girlfriend, who was insisting that she would be present to in the video, present to cut the cake in the video. We're also told that it was a skit, but we're going to be taking the lessons behind it. It was like a fight that went on because she was insisting on being present, and then we later heard that there was another girl that was brought in, maybe another girlfriend that was brought in with another cake who probably wanted to be in the picture, and that resulted to the fight. But I would like to have a proper understanding of the story.
I don't even think it was a skit. I feel like the skit thing was a cover-up for what happened, because the celebrant is a comedian and he does skits. Okay. So a moment that was not meant to be captured was captured. There was backlash. Then they now came out and said it was a skit. And inside the skit was that you are trying to cut your birthday cake and you are pushing your girlfriend away, and your girlfriend did not agree, and then you carried the cake and slammed her face and smacked her because you want to do a skit. Or because it didn't look like a skit to me. So let me say, I would wear the hat that it's not a skit, and I'll wear the hat that is a skit. In the case that is not a skit, we need to teach children. People need to know their value. Your value is not attached to the relationship that you have. Relationships would come and go. Marriage come and go. Parenting come and go. Parenting come and go. You must know your value as an individual, so that you are not living and expecting validation. I want to be around the person's birthday cake. If he said I should not be in his birthday cake, I will walk away because I know who I am. I know who I am. I don't want to. You cannot embarrass me like that. I know what the value I carry. I know that if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm adding value to that relationship. So I'm not a parasite in the relationship, and I won't be treated as such. So if you talk to me anyhow, I'll simply carry my self-respecting self and move out of a circumstance where I can be embarrassed. I'm not going to stay there. Now let's even say it's a skit. Why is the skit involving you slapping a woman?
Yeah, domestic violence.
I'm just asking. Even if domestic violence happens in real life, your skit shows this slapping. Your skit does not show the result of the slapping, that you were arrested or something happened to you. It was not a complete story. If you are telling stories that is disempowering women, we will start calling you out, even if you call it a skit. It doesn't make any sense. Exactly. I feel like what we do movies, I've seen some movies and I'm like, who wrote this script? Why are you writing a script that is disempowering a woman? The woman was a prostitute. She slept to get the job. At the end of the day, she was not crying. I'm like, why are you writing this?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So whether it is a skit or it is not a skit, whether it is true life, it is not true life, the point I am making is we are normalizing what should not be normal. Some woman outside there, one man outside there is collecting slap and collecting beating in a relationship. You're not even married. You're not committed to that relationship. Stop it. Open your eyes and borrow yourself brain. Especially with a knife. The girl was holding a knife.
I was shocked.
I
I
was even wondering, like, I was watching, I was really scared.
The boy was bold.
And from what we heard,
So they don't
yes,
stab each other.
and from what we heard, that she's actually the guy's baby mama. So how do I even have a child for you and you abuse me in that manner in front of your friends?
Ew.
Like, you know, but then why do I even want to invite myself to cut your cake with you if I'm not invited? If I have a man, if I'm with him, if I have a man and then it's his birthday, I won't even, it's your birthday, cut your cake yourself. If you now tell me, oh, baby, come and you invite me in, let's do it together. And if you don't invite me in, it's okay, it's your birthday, cut your cake. So why will I be forcing myself? I must be there. I am girlfriend. They must recognize that I'm the girlfriend number one. You're even dragging girlfriend number one, girlfriend number two, baby mama. So for me, like you said, if this was a skit and a skit is promoting stuff like this, like abuse, you know,
this is wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong because yes, it's not a healthy relationship. It's not a healthy content. I don't know what you're trying to project to the general public, that it's okay for men to beat up women or abuse women or talk down on women. And for the woman and for women out there, you should, you know who you are. You know, your value, self-respect, self-love. Because if you love yourself as a woman and you know who you are, you won't let somebody, whether man or woman, treat you in such manner. Yes. So,
please learn to, women should learn to walk away from a relationship that are not being valued. Obviously, in that video, she was not valued. If she was valued, what's there? She will just stand by the cake. She's not eating the cake or anything, if that's what she's scared of. She just wants to stand by you. This kind of my guy. Make her and say, okay, let me cut the cake with you. But the guy is saying, no, I don't want you to stay. Carry yourself and move away from there and go and sit down and cross your leg. You know, like a lady that you should be. Instead of, you know, because I was really scared. The way she held that knife, I was like, I hope you will not connect it and stab her.
Or she will not even react.
I was thinking she would be the one to,
she might just
do that.
So this kind of a thing. And at the end of the day, if it happens, is sorry. You go down, you will have gone.
Go heaven
you
or
don't,
hell.
exactly. So at the end of the day, women.
Yeah, but do you think that when you allow yourself to be a baby mama without marriage, that you have lost the right to be valued? We have cultures here. You know, growing up, there were things that were seen as taboo. You dare not bring belle home. They're not born you well. You bring belle and there's no ring on your finger, you know, and that sort of preserved us growing up. We knew that we could not do nonsense. We knew that we could not just, you know, meet a guy and then allow the guy do whatever they want to do with you, because you came from a home. But if you allow yourself to a point where you are now betting for a man who has not put a ring on that finger, do you still have a right to be looking for value? They've devalued you already.
So I'm sorry, you want to go?
Can we come back on that? Yes.
Yes.
Help us,
So I beg to differ, and why is that? Because
there's a question. I asked the question.
Okay, it's a question. Yeah. So I don't think so, because in life, people are faced with different circumstances and situations, right? And most times, certain things are not planned for. And sometimes people just plan for certain things, and that's their choice and that's their decision. You know, we're evolving, and this is 2024, where people might want to have a child by themselves, people might want to, you know, not have a partner, or people might want to be a second wife. You know, everybody's entitled to their own choice and decision, okay? That does not devalue you as a woman, and it doesn't give anybody the right to disrespect you. A mother is a mother, regardless of.
Okay, let me take this call. I'll still come back to you, because you help me understand how to come back from that, how to regain your value if that sort of thing happens to you. We have Affinity from Taraba State. Good morning, Affinity.
Good morning, ma. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. We want to correct something concerning the Nnamdi Kanu case that you put to before. Let me just chip in something. Can I?
Go ahead.
Okay. The other lady was talking about how they released some Boko Haram and also that guy from EB. The thing is this.
Hello? We lost the call, yes. So how do, if life happens to you, right, and there's a mistake and you have a child out of wedlock, right, and you're no longer, for instance, okay, you are still with the man and you're hoping to have more children. You know why I'm asking this question? Because I know there are some young girls that they just want to, they like you and they just want to birth for you. They don't care whether you treat them right. They don't care whether you marry them. They just want to have, you know, how they target some celebrity and say, I just want to have a child for this person. How do you get your value from that when you have already thrown yourself, as far as I'm concerned?
I'm going to answer this from two perspectives. The first one is, you know, upbringing. Okay? If you have a good upbringing, you're not going to be throwing yourself at anybody. So just go have, instead of going to school, going to add value to yourself, going to think about what you want to do for your life and your future. Your own thought is just to, oh, I like this person, this celebrity, I target this man, I target this billionaire, let me just have a child. If that's your mindset, then I should be worried about your value system, where you're coming from, and your upbringing, right? But then now, let's talk about the other aspect, where you're in a situation and then this happens. You also, there's a huge factor in answering this question. It has to do with what kind of man are you choosing for yourself as a woman. So when I see some people there's some people that are in abusive relationships where they can't do anything about it. Maybe the man pretended while he was cutting them, and then they got into that situation, and the man changed and became a different person and became a monster. So let's put that aside. Then you met a man. You're so in awe of the man. You can see the man has bad character and bad behavior. You can see that the man has tendencies to be violent. Yeah,
to hit you.
They disrespect you, and you still decide to choose that person. The onus is on you as a human being. That means if you don't love yourself, you don't value yourself, how do you expect somebody else to give you that? Except you choose a good man in the situation where, even when you don't have value for yourself, even when you don't have self, it still helps you build it, because there are such men out there, right? But the onus is always on you. It's your choice, it's your decision. Nobody is forcing you to do anything. Nobody is forcing you to make those choices. Nobody is forcing you to carry the belly. Nobody is forcing you to born Pekin. It's all about you. So we need to train young women, train our daughters to be better, to do better, and to really know that, you see, you have the same opportunities as the man. So try to love yourself.
Thank you. Let's take this call. Babatunde from Kano. Good morning, Babatunde.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, you're live.
Good morning. All the ladies in the house. Babatunde is the first-time caller from Kano.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Actually, I enjoy the program. And I actually love this other lady. I love her contribution. I love the way he's going around with the question. I love it. You see, the whole thing, let's look at it in this perspective. Not necessarily maybe in relationship with a boyfriend, girlfriend. Sometimes we might even look at it from our everyday hustle. The value system, why we get ourselves into this position is because of the value system. Even whether boyfriend or girlfriend, or sometimes you are just fooling around, you are looking for a place to manage. Sometimes you see the employee-employer relationship and the way they give you feedback. You know that it's either whether societal value or individual value. It's not necessarily about whether somebody who abuse. I could see my own this little life. Maybe somebody take a prostitute, but because the value system is there, you can turn people around. And I've seen a marriage where the wife turned the man around. Even let's look at some of those are politicians when they meet. They are nobody. Let's get it right. It is not when our own is rosy, everything is good, we begin to divide the value system on air. Sometimes when you see the whole thing that is going on behind the scenes, you see that people are committed, people are giving a lot. So the young man that actually slap or what is going on, whether politician or you're too young to run, or people that is the value system. And we have a lot to do in this country to change the orientation about our value system. Whether some of those young guys who are going to politicians, evading SEC, running around, hiding everywhere, is the value system. If you don't have anything to hide, why must you be running up and down? If you don't have anything to hide, why must you build a meeting? That's the point.
Thank you so much, Babatunde. Thank you. I like that.
I liked your question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Your question about being a single, getting pregnant,
baby mama,
the respect for a baby mama. Well, the world is changing, like it or not. We're moving to this place where being a baby mama is now
trendy.
Is now normal. Baby mamas are getting taken care of. You know, people would, especially within this social media space. Artists, actors, content creators, they now have 1 or 2 baby mamas, and a lot of put it out there like we take care of our children and we take care of our and we're beginning to normalize what was seen as a taboo. Mistakes happen. Life happens to people. You might not plan to be a baby mama, and a mistake happened, and you become a baby mama. It doesn't define your life. You can be a single mother and not be a baby mama, because a baby mama means that you are living off this baby that you have given birth to. I have given birth to a baby to someone who is affluent, who is influential, because I can then live off the person's proceeds of taking care of my baby. I can be a single mother, not necessarily a baby mama. Somebody can say, oh, life has happened to me, I'm a mother, but I am not going to build my life around this baby. I am going to still be an amazing woman, a great mother. I'm currently not a wife. You can still live a fulfilling life, respecting yourself, adding value to the society, solving problems in the society, building businesses, employing people, even though you're a single mother. Yes, it is seen as a taboo, but we realize that taboo culture caused people to carry out even more sin. There was a lot of abortion. There was a lot of throwing away babies because they were trying to avoid the embarrassment. So let's remove the stigma and the embarrassment. Let's remove the shame that we put upon being a single mother and deal with the fact that you are a woman, you have a child, respect yourself, love yourself, carry yourself, move on. Life has happened to you. Life happened to other people too. It's in different ways. Men go through their own stuff too. Your own is just that your own results. Pick yourself up, wash yourself up. Like you know, say, wash your bottle, shine it very well, enter the market, and you will do well.
Okay, so background matters as well. You know, background, where you're coming from, and also culture. So when I got married newly and I moved to Lagos, I had this friend. She's an amazing lady and all. She was very close to me and all. So every time, you know, she was staying with her boyfriend. She stays there. From there, she goes to work and all of that. Every time, all the time, she's always going to work from her.
Let me pause you a bit because I want to hear this full gist. Ayo from Abulegba. Good morning, Ayo. Are you there? Go ahead.
So she said, so sometimes availability, too much, you know, you are not married to him and you are available. He's going to take advantage of you. He's going to treat you anyhow. You don't have a value. So she was living there. She was living with him. Could you imagine her dad sometimes he will walk down there to go and look for her. He knows that she stays there. And as of that time, when she was doing that, I was like, I just looked at myself. I was like, if I had done this kind of a thing, and my dad will come and I think the day that my dad will come and look for me, he's going to come with double barrel to shoot all of us away. So you see, if you are available, if you make yourself available to a man, there is that tendency that he's going to
disrespect you,
take advantage, and then you yourself, you feel valueless.
Well, let me ask. Are there no unwritten rules that guide relationships? For instance, I have a boyfriend who is celebrating his birthday, and in my head, I am the only known girlfriend. I don't know any other person. I may not have been married, but I am a girlfriend to this person, and we've been together for years. Is it not my right to be a part of that picture?
As long as the girlfriend arrangement, the relationship is known to both parties.
Yes, me and you
know. Many times, the relationship, now the girl, they think say she did relationship. The man no say that they relationship.
Exactly.
The man is in a situation. We are checking ourselves out. But the woman has entered relationship. So the woman is beginning to feel entitled to, I am your rib of your rib.
Yes. Meanwhile,
you're one of your mind. They are one of the ribs. They are considering if it fits. They are still checking to know if you fit as a rib in the body of the person. And you have carried the matter on your head. They say, stay in a place of honor and be brought up.
Like that.
So I will not, before I used to sit at the back and wait for them, I'll still go to the front, but I would sit in a way that I won't sit where maybe they made high table. I will sit in front, but you will not take me to the high table. Stay in a place of honor and be brought up. When you are struggling for attention, you are struggling to be in the center. You want to enter picture. You know, some people when you go for events, they want to. You want to picture. They'll be pushing you, trying to get. You don't get something. Some people they are begging them. Please come and stay here. Come on. You respect yourself. Increase your value. They will be the ones struggling to put you inside the picture. But back to this baby mama thing you spoke about, because and skit makers. I think those two things, we can spend more time breaking it down. There is a crisis on baby mama level. And there's a crisis on skit making level. People do anything just to trend on social media, say anything to trend on social media, slap, jump, trick, do all sorts of things. And there was a time the police was arrested 1 or 2 of these skit makers that were doing, was it like these scare tactics? They would pranks.
Yeah,
pranksters. Innocent people. Pranksters, and you were anything on TikTok just so that you will be able to make that $1,000 from TikTok. There must be repercussions. Whatever you're doing, even within your community, I don't know that is fake or true. So I'm watching. Children are watching. People are consuming this content. This particular guy who did his birthday, he has several on Facebook. He has several content that are very violent, slapping, punching, pushing. And we're selling a narrative. Taoma started it by doing that. My parents slapped me. But even at that, let our creativity bring us into the future. Forecast a better future. Don't do the past. Remember Wakanda. All of us are thinking Africa is in one. There's a part of Africa that is really, really developed, even though we know it's fictitious. It just gives us that feeling. Let's TikTok us and creative people too. Start thinking of, don't show the worst of us as a way to make us laugh. Show us an aspiration. We will still laugh. You will still make the money, but we should stop this and stop celebrating it.
I think so. Yes, like I said now, I'm not going to force myself to be in a picture. This is my fine face.
So what would you have done if you wanted to be in that picture and he says no? And you know in your head that you're supposed to be his only girlfriend.
Then I'll just use style and say, oh, baby, I think I need to position your head properly. I think this shirt, it doesn't fit well. I think that I need to button your shirt well. You now sweet style. We're women now. If you want something, you know how to go about it.
Hey, this is
you now sweet. You now position yourself. And they snap the picture. And you appear in the picture. You see, you don't need
then
to
afterwards, what will happen? Because I know what I will do afterwards.
Afterwards, when all the guests,
party,
when all the guests they've gone, and me and you in that house, in that room, and you hear it now. You wanted to embarrass me.
You still be in that relationship.
They can discuss.
That's what I'm saying. I say, after we finish talking about it, I'll carry my bag and I will go.
Exactly.
Because why do I have to fix your button to be in a picture? You're supposed to be the one calling me, babes, now please come now. Come now, I want to take the picture. Now my friends are here.
But as for me, I won't even be in the picture. Since you say I should not be in the picture, honestly, I will go sit down and just be looking. I won't be part of it at all. There's no need. You don't want me in the video.
No. She said in the situation where you now want to like, as in how do you go about it? You still want to be in the picture. How do you go about it?
So I think like you ladies have rightly said, we need to begin to teach young people how to love themselves and have a healthy self-esteem. Part of that is also knowing when there's no more respect on the table and how to take you out. And also we need to empower our girls with education. Very important. If you look through the background of this person, she may not have been empowered from home. The fathers of people who are raising young girls have a lot to do. It's not just the mother's work to pep talk the child to have a self-esteem. It's the father's duty when it comes to daughters. It's the father's duty to be the authority and show examples of how women should respect themselves. If a child loses at that level, it becomes difficult in future to be able to hold her ground and say, this is what I expect. This is the sort of treatment that should be given to me. I am a queen. For me, if that kind of thing ever dares, which can never happen.
Never.
From the beginning of the relationship, you already know that. And once I come in, I take over, and I take charge. You already know that you cannot disrespect me. Or not possible. You know already. But peradventure, your head is touching, and you don't know. And we now get to that party, and you tell me I cannot take a picture. I will get into the room, carry my bag, and exit.
End of story.
You will never see me again. And no matter the begging, because something like that, not exactly in this position, had happened in the university when I just got in, and this guy just did me anyhow. I just carry my bag. He begged me for 3 years to come back. As a matter of fact, I met my husband in his room.
Disrespect for me.
He begged me for 3 years. He kept coming back. He kept realizing he has lost a gem. I said, me, you don't treat me anyhow. Because I know who I am. And now, let me tell you where that confidence sort of came from. My father, like he was present and he showed me what I should take and what I shouldn't take from a man. So I had that very clear in my head. And that's why I'm very insistent on how fathers treat their daughters. I see how my husband husband relates with my girls, and I'm happy for them because nobody can paparazzi them or do anyhow.
No.
You are beautiful. They hear it every day from their family. I love you. They hear it every day. In fact, I love you is a mantra in my house. When you wake up, you're loving. You're going to bed, you're loving. Everybody's loving everybody, right? But we must insist that we help our children, because the truth is, the world out there, there are a lot of people who will take advantage of your girls or even your boys if you do not pay attention to them and help them in such a way to recognize when there is disrespect and take themselves out of it. Exactly. I want to add something.
Yes, I wanted to talk about, me and this my skit makers matter. Yes. I'm sitting on the matter.
Yeah, we are going to.
Because you know that sometimes the reason a lot of people go through anything just to trend is because of the need for validation. We've seen girls get naked. We've seen boys do different stunts on TikTok. There was a time it was really scary on TikTok. People were falling. They would say, climb on this crate challenge. Do the challenge. Yeah. They did one challenge. Everybody's just doing all sorts because there is lack of validation. You are trying to you're trying to fit into the crowd.
Could it be hunger?
You are trying, yes, I think it's a validation.
They want to make money.
There is money there.
There's money.
There is need for money. But because from the raising of these people, we're not letting them know that there's money in everything you do.
Yes. Yeah.
So we are looking for where we see that they've made money. Yes. It's the same way. If I see that this, I can say I want to start selling kuli oil now because it looks like
you're making Ramatu shining.
You are shining. So all of us are going to join Ramatu in selling kuli oil because we only see this option. We have not been brought up to see that there are multiple options that we can do. We can raise our children. We can make wealth for ourselves without denigrating ourselves. We can make money without denigrating ourselves. We can make money without trading our values. We can make money by solving problems. And it doesn't have to just be playing around on social media, creating. I tell my children when they say, I want to be on YouTube, I want to create my YouTube, and I said, see, somebody sat down and created YouTube.
Yes.
Some people sat down and they thought about the fact that we need to go. And I say, the more time you spend on YouTube and TikTok, you cannot create a YouTube and TikTok. Because those that created YouTube, they were not on YouTube and on TikTok. So you must be able to raise that level of confidence in children that they enter the society creating solutions, solving problems, innovating. You cannot do that if you are just doing.
And yes. And
they should show that dance. But let me take this call. Let me take this call. Have Lucky from Abuja. Good morning, Lucky.
Good morning, my sisters. How are you?
We're fine, sir.
How is your family and everything?
Everybody's amazing.
At TVC, I enjoy every morning. I must watch from 9 o'clock to 11. I enjoy all your conversation. Today on, I enjoy you.
Thank you.
What I only thing I would say is let us pray in our life, so that we will not fall victim of circumstances. Every woman that is with a man, there is a purpose. There is an adage in my place that they need to use the clear eye and touch anything. We dress well, wear suit, you carry white cover up, no be better eye. Any woman that is enduring man or suffering from man, something is wrong. Maybe you have 50 years or 40 years, you know that time is going. You will have to endure. Let us just pray that God to give every woman his or her partner earlier than expected, so that all this guy, all these things, we can enjoy it. But when you are old, your father cannot come and shoot you in the man's house. He will even pray that we can go and join him. If one die there, die there. So let us pray God to help us. Especially our women. We blame them well, let God provide a good man earlier. If he provide late, my sister, the person must fall this victim of 45, 50 years. You have no option that to follow a man because you want to answer your name. You want to be removed from your father's house.
No, sir.
You always have, even when you're 60.
Yes,
70,
anytime you find love.
Let's hear Amaka.
Yeah, at whatever age, you have an option. And I believe that both men and women, young women and men should be intentional about how people treat you.
Yeah.
You know, how someone treats you is all up to you. You have to be intentional about what you like, how you want to be loved, how you want to be respected, how you want to be treated. It's all up to you. And if the person, even if you like someone or you're obsessed with someone or you're having a crush on someone and they do, peradventure, they don't know how to love you, they don't know how to respect you, you put it on the table, you sit them down, you lecture
Teach
them.
them.
And if it does not work, you walk
away. And if it does not work, you walk away. You understand? I'm usually the kind of person that will never give you benefit of doubt on how to treat me. But yes, have them harsh like that. Because I just believe that you should have your brain should be booted. You should have common sense on how to treat somebody. But peradventure you don't. At least I'll give you. I'll
See
give
the way
you
she's
grace.
just dropping the insult.
Yeah.
Is that your brain should be booted?
Yeah. I'll give, because my auntie, my family, they always say Amaka. They always use. They say Amaka and her should tell people that their brain is not booting. Because if your brain was booting, you will know how to treat another human being. Simple courtesy, right? But peradventure you don't know, and then I
will school you,
and I extend grace to you and school you, and you don't understand.
And you refuse to learn.
What am I doing in that space? I take myself, block the button.
The relationship.
Ma'am, I block you and we move on. No, before we get to relationship part, because you need to know how to treat me before we get into a relationship. Yeah, that's how
Please,
I feel.
listen and learn.
I'm telling you, listen and learn.
Please, I want to be, I know you want to come in, but you know, because I'm a mother of boys, I need to speak to my boys as well, because a lot of boys also are being dragged. You know, boys will be following, like they are crushing on this girl, they'll be toasting the girl. The girl is using you to do shakara. You will call the girl, she will not pick the phone. I've been so busy. You will check on her, she will not answer you. You would buy gifts, you will collect the gift and say, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. You want to do birthday with her, she does not allow. So men will still gum there. That I want this, I'm going to stay there. Oga, you borrow yourself.
Yes.
If they are giving you signal, take it up on yourself and move on, because some men in marriage are being disrespected by their wives. And in this, and they'll be saying, I love her. I love her. As we're talking to the women too,
let's talk to the men
be
as well.
Confident in themselves. The man should. Some men don't value them, so they don't know they are an advantage to a relationship. Some men feel like, for this woman, this very beautiful, especially those that marry very beautiful one. They'll just be all over the
off the mic.
They will not be pampering. They will spend their last card. They will be sending everything. We need to let the men understand that even if you feel like your English is not so good, or you don't look, or you are short, because we discriminate against some men because they'll say they are not tall. They'll say that their English is not good. They are not very handsome. They're not all dark and handsome. So the men will not be working extra hard to get a girl, or be doing all sorts to maintain that relationship.
Men like the chase.
Yes, exactly.
They love the chase.
That's what
don't take it away from them.
No. Of chasing.
In fact, men are hunters. Men are hunters. So that part of your boys, I beg to differ. They need to, because they need to change.
I think you as a woman, let the male callers for them.
If they see that quality in a woman, they won't want to let it go. And that is what will make them. They'll continue
chasing and loving.
If a girl disrespects you, and move.
See, and talk immediately.
Nobody is too busy for
that
you.
man will just quickly put a ring on the finger.
But the thing is that nobody is too busy for someone they care about or they love. You want to hear the person's voice. If the person just calls, you want to pick up. You want to hear their voice. You want to tell them about your day. If someone is too busy for you, you're not priority. There's another priority somewhere that they are rushing. They're rushing. You're not the one they are rushing. The signs are always there. So for a man, if you're chasing, at least if you're chasing a woman, even though the chase is good, let the woman be giving you small green lights. What she's doing shakara, but she'll give small.
So you need to have discerning spirit.
So this person likes me, but I'm enjoying the chase.
Let's take another call. Alhaji Kazim from Sweden. How are you doing today, sir? These ladies will not kill me. Are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here with you.
Yes. Go ahead, you're live.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Don't listen to the TV. Just listen to the call.
Okay, yeah, I'm listening to the call. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, BC, Software, Amaka, and all of you. And please, permit me to just go back a little bit about the Yahaya Bello issue.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes. First of all, I heard that, and I read it on news in Sweden, that there's a court that restrained the TFCs to arrest Yahaya Bello. Am I right?
There was a court order.
Yes.
So if that's the case, why blame Yahaya Bello then? That's where I see it.
To arrest him.
Okay.
Yeah, but they couldn't get him now.
No, there was a court order stopping them.
The arrest.
You know, they always do this
No.
to get
But there were two court orders. The one in Abuja said that they should arrest him, give an order for arrest. The one in Lokoja squashed that and said that they should not.
So which is the superior one?
So there's no superior one. So they are conflicting orders.
Yes.
Yeah, they are conflicting orders. And whether this, for the fact that there's a high court that says that it should be, that's given an order that you should be arrested, right? You should be, just go and face them. They're not, they say you should come and answer. Just go there now, present yourself and answer. And then
let's come back to our current topic.
Yes, so I was about to say that I think it's just for the men and even women to draw the line. So when you chase, I like what you said, you will see green lights that, okay, this person is playing a little bit hard to get, but then she's still giving me the green light. But when there's no green light at all, some people don't know how to collect no. That's the problem. You're coming to this girl, you're chasing this girl, the girl is telling you no, you're still believing that you can get any girl that you want. I had a conversation with one friend at a time. They took us out when he came to the university, and then we were talking. And he said he believes that if he wants me, he will get me. I didn't even like him in the first place. He did not tick any of my boxes. I followed a friend though. All this follow. I followed a friend to go and chop pepper soup. And you are looking at me and telling me, if he wants me, he will get me. There's nothing I can do about it. I said, yeah, try, let's see. Try. Since you now know me that, and he said, there was something else he said. He said, women always start with a no, and then later on, they go with a yes. I said, but I'm a very different breed. Before you sit down on that table, I know if anything was ever going to happen. And if I know that it's not going to happen, it is not going to happen. No matter what you do, I can tell from the vibe that I'm going to vibe with this person or not. And he kept insisting. And I see that with a lot of men who believe that the no is just coming as a front. The yes will come later. So they are getting what they want.
But there are some men that actually got successful over time.
That's why all of them believe now.
Sometimes they are plan B, but they do not know. So sometimes, let me tell you, let me give you people gist. Men, I hope people are watching on this show. The men that are not, the ones that are watching, record and now give other men know. People are watching football this evening. Let me gossip to you people.
Give us the gist.
If she says no, she's not giving you green light. Your plan B, plan C. Then if plan A now messes her up, quick. She now go and hook you up from plan B. They will not upgrade you to plan A. That's what they do.
So be wise.
Be wise. Say what?
But no, I was not. It's not all. I wasn't in this category. So I'm hearing all of these things that I'm like. Exactly. I mean, if I was a babe at a point in time, I was like,
you're still a babe.
I was too church. I was a church girl.
It happened to me. My husband chased me for a very long time.
Why were you playing
shakara? I wasn't doing shakara. I was just in school, and then I was like, let me study.
But you were collecting some things.
No, the first time I met him, before you enter school, they will tell you don't chase any man that's
focus on your academics.
And the first day I saw him, he had this trouser. He was going for a party. He had this torn trouser.
Crazy change.
Like, hey, see this person that they said we should avoid. He came and he asked me, hey, la ilaha illallah, this is the person. This one is the one that they said don't. So I said no, I'm not. And then he now taught me. There was a course he now, he was teaching me, putting me through.
You are not falling.
And he was
that's green lights. Like you are giving an opportunity
for a party. I was like, and they told us don't go for parties.
And you are going for party.
He was going for a party. I was not like, this one, see trouser, see party. This is the guy that they said we should avoid. And that was how he kept.
No, but you were giving him green light in the sense that you made him your friend to even allow him teach you a course. That means you were spending time with him.
No, he was in your space. Afterwards, it was after a while. I was like, this guy is persistent. He's always disturbing me. Okay, let me try. Let me give it a try.
But you guys were vibing.
You were vibing.
You were vibing. Yeah. So let's come back to the very serious aspect, which is the chase for numbers on social media. That is allowing a lot of people do crazy things just because they want to have the numbers. How do we help people understand, like Tokme rightly mentioned, that you can build value away from social media and away from that number? And we also, the brands that, these days, do you know that even to go for an audition for anything, they will ask you, what's your social media handle? They want to go and check the numbers that you have. And you can lose out on jobs, no matter how good you are, because you don't have the numbers on social media. And that's why you will not blame a lot of people who want to do whatever it takes to get that number. But how do we now help people understand that we should move, the numbers does not show your value. You can have values and be less when it comes to social media numbers. How do we sustain the value that we have so that what you are getting is authentic, you are not misleading people, you are not hurting anybody, and it will last you for a longer time? How do we just help people understand that, especially our young ones?
Okay. Show workings that have value. The show workings is the word I learned last week, Saturday.
Okay.
Because what we see, the biggest social media content creator that have money, how much is the money? Because there are some monies that you are thinking you have money, that some chief marketing officer,
Alaba boys,
chief company, is making much more than what you are making, without hustling the hustle you are hustling, traveling all expense paid trip, with the children being covered. Some CEO, some Alaba boys, some computer village boys, right there inside their shop. What you are gathering and dancing and jumping and recording and posting and begging people to, and doing crazy stunts to make, they are making it in one day inside their shop in computer
quietly.
Village. So we need to see the examples of money full town. When you see different examples,
how much is
you
money?
will not be chasing you will not be chasing because you are chasing what you know. So we need to give more examples so that you will see other types of money. And you will see that the real people that have money, they're not making noise.
They don't make noise.
They're not on social media, they're not posting anything. I was having a conversation with somebody on Tuesday. The person was saying that, really, Tokwe, I don't need to sell I don't need, nobody on social media is my customer.
Wow.
He showed me a building. Say this building, they take this building now. This one is 70 million. As in, like, they will like, it's not buying, rent. And there are several like that. And it's not social media, they'll come and take that building. It's like, why am I saying 70 million for a building? It was a floor. The calculated square meter space, one floor, 70 million. It's not Instagram, I'm going to sell that. It's not on TikTok, I'm going to sell that. So for me, it was interesting to see another perspective of money. It was interesting when I went to Dubai. I met people that were top executives in different in the corporate world, and they had stupid money. It was interesting to see that perspective, because sometimes you only see one money, you think money is only in one place and it's only in one pocket.
So
exposing young people into the myriads of opportunity to make money will change their perspective.
And also, if you have to be on social media, and we all have different interests and passions, especially for this Gen Z now. When we were growing up, or what was available to us was the fact that you have to be a professional, that you're a lawyer, banker, economist, but now with the Gen Zs, the options are mainly social media, and it's plenty. So, but if you have to be on that social media, you want to make money as a content creator too. If you notice, when you go on your social media, both Facebook, both Instagram, you choose, there's a drop down where you can choose, and you usually see that it's usually a community, right? What is a community? If you're on social media, you want to get the numbers, and then you're also trying to be authentic, then you build a community. When you build a community, just like I've followed the Diary of a Niger Girl for so many years. And I've seen her being very intentional about building her community,
building her business.
Building her business. No, she first of all built the community. She first of all built the community before her business. She now, it was when she had built the community that she now used that as a platform for her business, to introduce her business. Because what do I mean by building a community? Build a community of people that they now know you. They know, like on my social media page, if you ask them, like, what does that marker like? They know I love mango. They know I like my plantain. You understand? They know I love my fashion. So you build a community of people that they know you're interacting with them. They know you know them. So that whenever you now put out something, do you understand? They engage, and when they engage, then the numbers build. I mean, I'm not making money of it, but the numbers build for those that are doing that, right? So you have to be authentic, form a community of people that know you, understand you, can trust you, and then you take it up from there.
Yeah, we also need to help them find other ways to make money. Like you rightly said, everything should not start and end on social media.
But
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but the truth now is that social media actually makes this Gen Z makes them very rich now. Yeah. The AI, there are so now. In fact, this AI that is coming out now, the robotics, so many of them. like the business analysis, all those things.
No, not social media now. Business analyst is a career path.
But you know, but if you are looking for but if you are looking for people experts or no, those
You
kind
can
of
get them
things,
on social media.
you go to social media and go and look for them. Like me, if I'm looking for something, maybe I'm looking for someone that okay. For example, the last time I was looking for someone that was going to be my manager. I went to social media to go and look for someone. I'll look at your page, look at the kind of person you are. From your page, I can a little have a glimpse of who you are. You understand? So that's how the social media is able. So this Gen Z, they can take advantage of it and make money out of it. You do not have to have plenty followers. There are some people that have just maybe 100 followers, but they are making so much money.
100 is too much now.
They are making so much money from there.
Okay, sorry, 100.
And then talk about that building that you're saying that the person he does not have his customers on Instagram. There will be one time that one person will just see and be like, oh, let me go and have a look at it. And then the person will just, and then the person will buy. Your customers can be anywhere.
Build a community.
So just explore every
them.
So in costing down, we are almost out of time. I also want to point out something. You know, we had mentioned earlier how fathers need to help build their girls and even their boys self-confidence and self-esteem, so that they are not treated anyhow by people out there, because the world is a wicked place and we always have people who want to use you, abuse you, and then dump you at the end of the day. I also realized something. I've been coaching quite a number of people, and I realized that our girls pick up on how our mothers react to our fathers. And it stays in their subconscious for a very long time, which now begins to play out in their own lives when they get married. So if a mother is in an abusive relationship, for instance,
most likely,
and she's refusing to leave that relationship, and this child is growing up to see how the father is disrespecting the father is, you know, treating the mother anyhow, and also sees how the mother is accepting all of those behavior, most likely, when that child gets into a marriage, it becomes a template. So she can also attract somebody who abuses her, and then she feels it's normal for her to sit and take that abuse. So I always talk to fathers, the ones that I've had opportunity to talk to, and I say, how do you treat your wife? Because how you treat no matter how you love your children, if you don't treat your wife right, you don't love your children. Because it will trickle down to how they will receive the treatment. And fathers don't like to hear that. One of the things I used to stop my father from behaving a certain way to his wives was because I was using myself as an example. I said, Daddy, if somebody does this to me, would you like? He said, they dare not. He will now stay like this. I said, but you're doing it. If somebody does like this to me, would you like it? He said, they dare not. You will not even. I said, but you're doing it. So that now started ringing in his head, because he didn't want BC to be treated that way. He had to change the way he was treating. And that was because I was a bold child. He raised me to be bold, to even talk. So how do we help parents, most especially fathers, on how they relate with their wives?
This public announcement you have done, because we're almost out of time.
Have to go,
The public announcement that you have done, what we do on the show, exposing ourselves to knowledge, attending conferences, trainings, programs, and I think we should normalize, men should normalize conversations around parenting. Because they normalize, men talk about business, men talk about girls, men talk about sports, men talk about politics, but we don't talk enough about parenting. How are my boys doing? How are my girls doing? How are my daughter yesterday? She was just frowning her face throughout and none was good. When you talk about it, don't worry, how old is she? Oh, that's the age they do it. This is how my wife handled, this is what I did. When we normalize conversations around parenting amongst men, and it will just take a man to initiate it. Take that initiative. You will be helping many men in solving future problems.
Thank you, beautiful ladies. We've had a wonderful time today. That's all we can take on the show. We've learned a few things too. We need to work on our value system. Very important. It's your responsibility to respect yourself, because you cannot give what you do not have. And if you do not respect yourself, people around you will pick up on that and they will not respect you. It's your responsibility to stay in a place of honor. Let them welcome you, like Tokbe said. Let them be the ones to say, oh yeah, come and sit in front. Do not push into that. You also need to be intentional, like Amaka has said, on how people treat you. Pay attention to how people treat you, and also how you treat yourself. And then when we talked about social media, we need to find a way to expose our young people on different means of making money, aside from just, you know, doing whatever just to get the numbers. That's all we can take on the show today. Your View Pigeon starts tomorrow. Don't miss it. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye now.